Hello, Laura Denton again with freesewingtipsandtricks.com, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about fabric. I brought out this old quilt that my husband's grandmother made, probably in the 30s or 40s. Back in the day, you know, you got your fabric for free. What would happen is you would go to the grocery store and your flour would be packaged in fabric. And so when you bought your flour, you bought it depending on which fabric you liked best. Then when the homemaker's flour was done, they'd have a piece of fabric and they'd make clothes out of it. My husband's grandmother made this. She pieced this quilt totally by hand using those bits of fabric that she'd gotten for free. Now today, fabric is no longer free. It's quite expensive. And so I would like to give you some ideas and tips to help you save a little money. The first tip I can give you is that if you live close to a sewing store, sign up for their newsletter. They will send you coupons and brochures in the mail on a regular basis, and you can save a lot of money using those coupons. Another idea is when you go to purchase fabric, you need to look at the end of the bolt that you're purchasing from. This has a lot of information that will help you when you go to pick the fabric you want. The most important information they have on there is not just the type of fabric, but it'll give you also the composition of the fabric. So this is corduroy and it's made of 100% cotton. You need to know that because different patterns suggest you use different types of fabric. It'll also have on here some advice on what not to use fabric for. For instance, you can't use this fabric for children's sleepwear. It'll also have the name of the company that made your fabric. To me, that's also very important. There are some manufacturers that just do a better job than others. And so that's an important bit of information you need to know. Who actually made the fabric? That might help you to decide whether to use it or not. Another problem I see a lot of seamstresses having is that when they go to sew something and it requires two different types of fabric, they make the mistake of picking the fabric by what it looks like. Looks are really important when you're sewing, but you can't just base it on that. For instance, this fabric is 100% cotton. If I was to match it up with fabric that would say polycotton, 65-35 or whatever, one piece of fabric is going to shrink more than the other piece of fabric. So when I go to wash it, when it comes out of the dryer, it's no longer going to be suitable for use. So you need to pay attention to that. So many fabrics today are made out of 100% cotton. You shouldn't have any trouble matching fabrics that are made of the same composition. But it's just something to think about. These are some ideas that I had. I hope they'll help you with your fabric purchases in the future. Thanks for stopping by. Again, this is Laura Denton with freesewingtipsandtricks.com.